Weather Bell Analytics meteorologist Joe Bastardi with your Go Salt Weekly video. Nothing's over till we say it's over. Here's the European day 1 through 8. Its snow forecast. Still predominantly to the north over here, but you can see it's sinking south in the 8 to 15. And I'll tell you what, this period, beginning next weekend into the following weekend, could really go wild in this part of the country. I'm going to show you why in just a moment. If we take a look at the GFS mean snowfall, you can see over the 16 days it's sinking even further south than here. Now the granddaddy of them all in March is March 1960. The 2-week temperatures of the first 2 weeks of March of 1960 averaged below normal for the middle of January in the eastern part of the United States. Major snowstorm on March 3rd and 4th, several other smaller ones after. When we look at what's forecasted in the means, day 10 through 15, 500 millibar, notice where that trough is over the northeastern part of the United States. Notice the blocking here in Canada. What's going to happen is a stream of storms, clippers, are going to come southeastward once the cold air gets established in the east, and that'll be later next week. There's going to be a cold shock coming, and there may be some light snow Monday trying to work its way into the northeast, and it tries to warm up for a day or two. But what happens is these clippers come down, and if they come down far enough, look out. And we see a similar pattern to what we saw in March 16 through 20, 1956, which had 2 major snows cut from the Midwest into the Northeast. The second was a dandy. It's 15 inches in New York, for instance. And we also see a similarity in March of 1984, March 9 through 13. So because we have this starting to set up here, we are confident that there's going to be enhanced snows in the Midwest and probably north of the Mason-Dixon line, maybe even further south, anytime from March 3rd on down the road through about March 10th. And there's still a chance that it continues on after that, but that's the period we're targeting now, where you could have major out-of-season cold and the threat of snowstorms coming at you. And again, it's not like the models aren't seeing the threat. It's similar. It's not the same until we see how it turns out. The real coup de grace, so to speak, would be if these two hooked up like this, the ridge in Baffin Island hooked up with the West Coast ridge, then you'd really see this just get right into the sweet spot, which is a little bit further south and west. But that's what the model is hinting at now. Anyway, that's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.